All right, y'all, so welcome back. So this is gonna be a different kind of video, but I really wanted to talk to you guys about this. So as you guys can see, basically it's about America is going downhill real fast. America right now is like a dumpster fire. Like it's crazy. It's just like every single day is something new. And I want to know like your opinions about what you guys think about this. Like, I never seen us in a worse condition than we are now. And this is only the beginning. I feel like it's going to get worse and worse as we go. So yeah, let's talk about it because this needs to be talked about. All right, y'all. So we're going to talk about different things. I'm not going to get political in this video. Yes, I'm going to talk about certain things, but I'm not going to go too crazy into that or whatever. I'm going to talk about the high food prices, the bird flu, the job shortages, the high rents, the tariffs, everything. Because I said, I just want to know like what's going on. Like, are we sleeping in America or... like, I don't know, like, when are we gonna say enough is enough? Like, that's what I want to know. So let's start off with the high food prices. So my whole thing, high food prices, right? Of course, before this year started, we had high food prices, but it's to the ultimate now because of the tariffs that's been implemented by that man. You know that man I'm talking about, that man that was supposed to come in here and lower the food prices, and instead of lowering them, they are getting higher by the day. So how is the average American person gonna be able to pay for these food prices? That's what I want to know. Like, we're not getting no help, we're not getting nothing. We're just like, we just have to like absorb the tariffs basically and be like, well, it is what it is, we have to eat. And they know that we have to eat, so they say, you know, let's see how high the prices can go. And I'm sure this price gouge in the stores are just taking advantage of it, saying, okay, well, you know, instead of ramen noodles being whatever $1 a pack, we're gonna make them $3 a pack, and they're still gonna buy them anyway. So just like a lot of things being taken advantage of and stuff like that, and I feel like it's not fair to us. Just crazy. Like, I don't even know. Like, on top of the high food prices, I want to talk about the bird flu. Have you ever seen on the news a bird that had the flu? Like, them showing you that the bird is sick and things like that. Have you ever seen that? Like, has that been proven to you? I also said before, talking about the subject or whatever, like, if the eggs, like, you know, when they come out and they'll get you sick because the bird has the flu, what about when you eat the bird? How you don't get sick? I know that the egg-laying birds are not the birds that we eat. Some people eat them. But still, like, we never got actual proof. Like, they could have just did on the news, like they could have tested a couple of birds and showed us the results, and then I'd have been like, okay, yeah, the bird got the flu. But we just gotta take, you know, what they say, and the eggs is $7, and I just gotta buy eggs for $7. Like, how can I do that? Eggs is $7, bread is $5, this and that. Like, how are we supposed to survive? The topic is tariffs. Like, I know that we've had tariffs before, obviously, but not to this extreme, to where China is being taxed, whatever it is, 145% or however much it is currently. I'm not sure, but the tariffs are eating away at everything. My YouTube revenue, I believe, has been affected by tariffs because advertisers are preparing for losses and things like that. So instead of them paying us what they're supposed to pay, they're cutting it. They're cutting it in half and stuff like that. So now I'm losing money because of the tariffs implemented by this man. So it all trickles down at the end of the day. We, low-income people, the middle-class people, like, how are we gonna survive this? Of course, the rich don't care. They just like, whatever. When the stock market gets affected, obviously they care. But when it comes to us, like, how are we gonna make ends meet? Like, at the end of the day, let's say like prices get to astronomical prices, even though they are high at this moment or whatever. Like, people gonna end up starting to steal more. They're gonna end up breaking into places, rioting and stuff like that. Like, there gotta be like a stop somewhere. Like, the prices just can't keep raising and raising and raising. Like, let me know what y'all think in the comments about everything. The high food prices, the bird flu, the tariffs, everything. Like, what do you guys think about? Also, number 3, what I want to talk about to you guys is the job shortages. The job shortages is outrageous. Like, okay, so we got the high food prices, right? We got the tariffs. How is there going to be some sort of job shortage to pay for these high prices of the food we have to eat? We have to pay for tariffs, but there's no jobs. Like, there's jobs, but there's not like really good jobs out there. So it's not clicking. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I was hearing like people would basically go through 5 rounds of interviews, right, for one job, and then there'll be 50 people going to those 5 rounds of interviews, 50 different people, and out of those people, none of them was hired for the position. So you making these people, let's say they have another job, making them take off of work, come to you, Do the interviews, 5 rounds. I've never did an interview that was more than 1 round. I had one interview that was 2 in one day, and I got the job on the spot. But 5 rounds of interviews. What could you be asking these people? And out of 50 people that applied, spent their money to get there, spent their time to get there, took off of work probably, had to find babysitters for the kids, and you didn't hire nobody. Like, what was the purpose of that? Like, the recruiter gets paid still, obviously, but what about the people that wasted their time on this job search? And then some people say that they applied for over like hundreds of jobs and they get no answers. I heard that there's fake listings on Indeed now, things like that. It's just like outrageous. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I could see things getting worse and worse and worse. I think it's bad now, or we think it's bad now. If it gets any worse, things is gonna start getting real dangerous out there for sure. Up to my last point is the high rents. So the rent prices is just crazy. I was speaking to my hairstylist the other day, and she said that she had to move like far because they were trying to raise her rent so much. She loved where she lived, but she couldn't afford to live there. And she makes good money, obviously, doing hair and stuff like that. But it was just outrageous. It's like, okay, when you're renting, you're throwing money in the garbage at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter like what your apartment looks like. If you are not going to be able to afford it and you have to like cut out certain things in your life, like let's just say you're not going to be able to eat out no more, you can't vacation no more, just to pay rent, it's not worth it at the end of the day because you're just throwing money in the garbage. You need to save up your money and get a mortgage at this point, even though it's very hard to get a house with a high interest rate. So it's just all like it's like this, like what do we do? Like what are we going to do? It's craziness. But I'm lucky that my apartments only raised my rent $10 this time. So I don't even know how that happened because last time my rent would be raised $50 to at least $80 every single year. And then you would have in your mind like, okay, in 3 years I gotta move. But in those 3 years, at the end of that time, I need to have at least $6,000 saved just to move into another place. Where am I getting this money at? Like, I don't even know. And then it's so high. People are living in storage units. Young people, 20 years old, 21, 22, 25, living in a storage unit because that's how crazy the rents are right now. Like, they'd rather live in a storage unit than pay rent because rent is astronomical. Like, when is there going to be some type of, like, reprieve for us or anything like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I just feel like these companies going to take advantage. The man that's running this country is going to keep on taking advantage of us because he doesn't care about nobody but the rich. He does not care about the middle class. He does not care about the low income people. He definitely don't care about the low income people trying to cut food stamps, trying to cut Medicaid. I was reading that, let's just say the Medicaid was to get cut significantly. The hospitals, some of them will have to close down. And we don't need hospitals closing down. Like, that's just insane. Like, people need health care. Healthcare should be free in America. I'm sorry. It should be free in America for everybody. That's just how I feel. Because at the end of the day, like, come on. I don't know. It's just a crazy time that we're going through right now. Like I said, comment down below what do you guys think about everything from the high rent prices to the tariffs to the bird flu, the egg prices, shortages, everything. Like, let me know like what's going on with you personally. If you want to share it in the comment section. Is your rent getting raised? Do you have to move? Are you able to afford food? Do you buy the $7 eggs? Like, let me know down below because I can't be the only one just sitting here like feeling the doom. I felt the doom as soon as, you know, I knew who was going to be in the house. I felt the doom. And like I said, I'm not trying to get political, but I'm just being real at the end of the day. So let me know what y'all think about everything down below, and I'll see y'all next time.